Have you ever wondered what would happen if the Avengers from the Marvel Universe entered the Boys universe? What would Vought think of this new team of superheroes that they can't control? And what would Homelander's reaction be? Our story starts with the Avengers during their battle with Loki. They defeat the Chitauri army and manage to capture Loki. But here Loki plays a smart trick, and with the help of the Space Stone, he teleports all of them to a different reality. The Avengers here open their eyes and think that the Space Stone didn't work on them for some reason, as this Earth feels just like their own normal Earth. They look around and see that everyone around them is scared of them because they don't recognize these soups, and Hulk is scaring them since they've never seen a soup like that who straight up looks like a monster. Tony and Captain America try to calm everyone down and think of a plan to get out of there. First, they need to find a place to set up their temporary base of operations. But just then, some soups and police arrive to confront them. They're here to detain the Avengers, but the Avengers aren't scared of them at all. Seeing the guns pointed at them, Hulk roars at them, which results in gunfire on the Avengers. Thor and Hulk shield Black Widow and Hawkeye, while Captain America hides behind his shield. Iron Man here fires some non-lethal missiles at them. This gives the Avengers the chance to get out of there. Thor here holds Hawkeye and Black Widow and flies away, while Iron Man takes Captain America, and Hulk just follows them by taking big leaps. Every news channel in America shows the Avengers on their screens and calls them soup villains on Vought's orders, as they'll use this chance to send the Seven to finish off this team of soup villains and gain more publicity. Homelander is told about them, and he just takes them all for a bunch of clowns or cosplayers, as half of them don't even seem to have any kind of superpower, since they were trying to hide from gunshots, which are generally not lethal against soups. The only ones he worries about a little are Hulk and Thor, as they really look strong, and Thor seems to have similar powers to Stormfront, who is a top-tier soup that can even hurt him. Stan Edgar here calls in a Seven meeting and asks all the members to confront this new group of soups that came out of nowhere. He asks the Seven to first invite the Avengers to work for Vought, and if they reject, then just kill them all there and record it all. The Avengers, on the other hand, have set up a temporary base. Tony here sets up an AI for this universe named Friday, and asks it to tell him and the Avengers about this world. They get to know how soups came around in the 90s, and since then have been working as superheroes, but are more like celebrities who use their fame to make money through advertisements. Captain America absolutely hates this, but Tony here knows something more shady and bad is going on, hiding behind the fake smiles of these soups. After researching even deeper, he finds out how many soups have criminal cases on them, and even with enough evidence, they get saved by organizations like Vought. Tony here asks Banner to get back into his human form, and then asks Dr. Banner whether these soups and their powers are the result of some god's blessing, like it's said in this world, or whether they're genetically modified human beings. Banner easily identifies that it's the latter, and says they can even remove the powers from these soups through a virus. Everyone likes this idea of saving this world before going back to theirs, but just then they hear a huge bam, and Thor senses a very powerful soup presence. It's the Seven who have found them. This is the most powerful version of the Seven right now, as it has all 7 members, including Stormfront. Captain America here tries to explain to them that they're also heroes and just got teleported to this universe by their enemy, but Homelander rudely stops him in the middle and straight up asks them if they're interested in working for Vought. Captain America rejects this, as they're not private company employees, and Tony here makes fun of Homelander and the Seven, saying how they're more like actors than heroes, and real heroes would never put themselves before the innocent. Homelander laughs at this ideology and shoots a laser at Iron Man, knocking him back, and says since they're not joining Vought, then they'll have to die. The cameras start rolling and everyone watches this fight live. Homelander here lasers Captain America, but he blocks it with his shield, and no one can believe a shield can this easily block Homelander and his laser without even a scratch. This kind of frightens Homelander. Queen Maeve here punches Thor, and he takes all those hits easily and says he doesn't like to hit women with his hands, and instead uses his hammer infused with lightning to knock her out in one powerful swing, shocking all of the 7. He then attacks Homelander with his hammer and takes him into the sky. Thor here starts beating Homelander, and with his lightning injures him. Homelander here says Thor sneak attacked him and is not a real warrior, and asks him to look him in the eye. But as soon as Thor does this, Homelander lasers his eyes and then tackles tackles him, crashing him into the ground and creating a mini earthquake. On the other hand, Stormfront is getting attacked by Black Widow and Hawkeye, who aren't able to do anything to her as she is bulletproof. Hawkeye here uses an electric arrow on her, but Stormfront is immune to it. Here Stormfront attacks them with her lightning, but Iron Man comes in between and absorbs all that electricity in his suit and fires a unibeam at her, knocking her out. The Deep, seeing that Banner looks the weakest among them, tries to go for him, but Captain America comes in the way and starts beating him brutally. Hawkeye here uses his electric arrow and easily takes him down. Just then, A-Train starts attacking them randomly, but Black Widow smartly places a mini bomb on him, which blasts and stops him from running. Taking advantage of that, they take him out too. Black Noir here just then sneaks up on both Black Widow and Hawkeye, and using his daggers, he injures them both. Black Widow tries to punch him, but Black Noir is a soup with superhuman strength and durability, and easily tanks those hits and starts choking her. But then Captain America throws his shield at him and knocks him back. Both start fighting, and thanks to the Super Soldier Serum, Captain America is matching Black Noir in strength, and with his shield, he starts winning. Homelander here asks Starlight to do something too, and he announces to the Avengers how he took down their strongest member. But just then, huge lightning comes down and Thor slowly gets up. Homelander can't believe Thor not only survived the crash, but now seems stronger. And here with his lightning, he blasts Homelander away and uses his lightning attacks on everyone. Thor is about to kill all of the Seven, but Captain America stops him, and in front of the cameras announces that they're not villains, but heroes from another world who are just trapped here. Homelander and the Seven escape from here, and Iron Man asks Cap and Thor to take Hawkeye and Black Widow to the nearest hospital, while he and Banner will come up with a portal device to get out of here. Soon they recover their reputation and are now being called heroes. People all over the world now know them, thanks to their fight with the Seven. Vought here tries to buy Tony Stark and invites him over for a meeting, where Stan Edgar asks him to make the Avengers part of Vought, and he's ready to replace the Seven with the Avengers, as they look like real heroes. He offers Tony billions of dollars worth of contracts, but Tony here has hacked the bank accounts of some billionaires and taken out loads of money to build weapons and gadgets. He instead asks Edgar and his soups to be straight and just come out and admit in front of the general public that they're just greedy people who have been taking advantage of normal humans and their need for a superhero to save them. Tony here smoothly plants a device, and as he comes out of Vought Tower, he starts hacking into the Vought system and accesses their most hidden and confidential data, which has all the records of the crimes Vought and its soups have committed. It also has the compound V formula, which Tony and Banner can just reverse engineer to make a virus to strip these soups of their powers. The boys here find out about the Avengers and get in contact with Tony and ask him to join their cause, and Tony is ready to help them. He tells them how, before going back to their own reality, he and the Avengers will wipe out the soups from this planet. Butcher thinks he's talking about killing them, but here Tony clarifies he meant stripping them of their godly powers. On the other hand, Black Noir is sent to kill the injured Black Widow and Hawkeye, who were getting treated at a hospital. Captain America is distracted as they release a real soup villain, and Captain America goes outside to deal with him, leaving Black Widow and Hawkeye alone. But here they sense Black Noir and attack him first. Both are trained assassins, but Black Noir, being a superhuman, has an advantage and is easily able to take down Black Widow and was gonna kill her, but Hawkeye inserts an arrow inside Black Noir's body that shocks him for a few seconds, allowing Black Widow to escape. Black Noir tries to kill Black Widow, but Hawkeye then fires a radiation arrow straight into Black Noir's stomach, blasting it and killing him right there. Homelander is pissed and decides to step up, and they prepare for the final war. Stan Edgar here brings in Soldier Boy, whom he and Homelander stole from Russia, and this makes Homelander more confident than ever in taking down the Avengers, as Soldier Boy is nearly as strong as him, and together they can take down Thor. Vought declares the Avengers criminals and swears to take them down. They start making an army of soups and call in the military and prepare for war. On the other hand, the Avengers are out here helping the people and saving thousands of lives every day. Hawkeye and Black Widow have recovered and join the other Avengers in showing the people of the Boys universe what real heroes look like. Tony and Banner have completed the virus and give some to the boys and ask them to take out all the soups in the world. As for Vought and its soup army, the Avengers can take care of it. Butcher wishes them luck and also asks them, if it comes to it, to kill some of the Supes like Homelander, as they don't deserve to live. Captain America is a little doubtful about it, so Iron Man shows everyone the confidential criminal records he found on Vaught's servers, and they're shocked to see the killings and crimes these Supes have committed and have been committing. Soon the military and the Supe army, along with the Seven, show up. Tony here asks Banner to transform into the Hulk and take out the military. He gives Black Widow and Hawkeye virus bullets and arrows to take down the Supe army, while Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man will deal with the Seven. Cameras here start rolling to capture this legendary war and telecast it to the public. Soon the Hulk comes out first and instantly attacks the military. Homelander here realizes that he never fought Hulk and asks Soldier Boy to take care of him instead. Soldier Boy is not scared of Hulk and goes to fight him. Just then, the rest of the Avengers come out, and Tony and his drones attack the Supe army, which gives Black Widow and Hawkeye the chance to inject them with the virus. Homelander here can't believe they came up with a virus this fast. Thor here charges at the Supe army, and with his lightning easily takes out hundreds of Supes at once. Homelander here dashes at him and starts punching him, but Thor was ready for him and starts beating him brutally with his hammer. Stormfront here charges her strongest lightning attack and throws it at Thor, who eats it like breakfast, shocking everyone. He tells Stormfront that he is the god of thunder, and her puny lightning won't do anything to him. Instead, he here with Mjolnir summons his own strongest lightning and launches it at Stormfront, frying her. Homelander, seeing this, gets super pissed and uses his laser vision on Thor while punching him down. Captain America, on the other hand, convinces Starlight and Maeve to join their cause, and hearing Captain America's speech, their hearts are melted by his bravery, and together these two start fighting the Supe army and also kill the Deep. Iron Man, on the other hand, is struggling to catch A-Train as he is faster than sound, so he decides to lay some traps on the ground for him, and A-Train, being the idiot he is, steps on one of them, and the traps turn out to be mines, which blast and heavily injure his legs. Just then, Captain America arrives and injects him with the virus, stripping him of his powers. Homelander, on the other hand, is trying his best to kill Thor, but can't even injure him properly, and turns to Soldier Boy to ask for help, but his eyes open wide and his mouth drops as he can't believe what he is seeing. Soldier Boy is getting smashed by Hulk, who throws him around here and there. Soldier Boy gets up and uses his radiation blast on Hulk, but this does not hurt him. Instead, Hulk absorbs the radiation and then with a big smash kills Soldier Boy. Homelander, seeing the trouble he is in, tries to escape, but Thor pulls him down by his cape, and Hulk along with Thor start beating him brutally. Captain America and Tony stop them and first show the world Homelander and his beaten up face, begging for mercy, but they here instead ask him to tell the public all his crimes, and fearing for his life, he spills out everything, including what he did to Butcher's wife, Becca. Hearing all this, Thor can't hold back anymore, and he charges his lightning into Tony's suit, and Iron Man releases his most powerful blast, which fires on Homelander, roasting him alive. After a week, we get to see that the world of the boys has changed completely, and there are no more Supes in that world thanks to the Avengers. Tony and Banner are done with the portal machine, and before leaving this planet, they remind its people not to trust superpowered beings blindly, and to always question authority, as it is their right and freedom to do so. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more fire content. Peace out.